Hey, hitting at targets can be one of the worst things for your game. Today we're going to talk about why I want you to stop hitting at targets.
So there's no better feeling knowing that when you wake up in the morning to go play golf, so that you're going to play well. There's no better feeling of hitting good golf shots down the fairway. Years ago, I was frustrated because I lost that. I was confused, I was frustrated, and then I met Mo Norman and learned the single plane swing. And so now I wake up every day and I know I'm going to hit it well, I know I'm going to play well, I know I'm going to have fun. So my mission today is to help as many people as possible wake up every day feeling good that they're going to go out there and play great because of the single plane swing.
Hey, welcome to the channel today. Yeah, I know I kind of go against the grain a little bit on some of this stuff, but one of the things that I see happening to amateur golfers when you're on the range is you spend your time focused on targets. And I think it's one of the worst things I see when I see amateur golfers practicing. Here's a couple of reasons why. The first reason is that there's really never any targets out there that match your capabilities. And the range balls are usually not very good condition. They're not your golf ball. So you're spending your time hitting shots with golf balls that are really not the same golf ball you play with, and the targets aren't really set up for you. For example, they're not your 8-iron distance or not your 5-iron distance, and you're spending your time hitting at targets. That's the first reason. The second reason is that here's what you need to be doing on the range, and it has to do with building a golf swing that hits it on a pattern. Because let me ask you a question. When you go to the golf course, is there a target off your tee shot? And the answer is no. There's no target. There's no tree sitting in the middle of the fairway for you to hit at. There's no target. You have a wide fairway, 30, 40 yards wide, maybe more or less. You have a left side, a middle, and a right side. And you have a tee box that angles you at some direction. There's no target out there for you to hit at. Okay, so that's basically 14 shots right there. There's really no target. Now you get on in the fairway and your ball, and now the hole location, you say, well, the target's the hole location, but not really. Because you would never land the ball at the hole because it would bounce over the green or it would go whatever. So you have to get a front of the green location. So now you have a front area and there's a bunker there. And then maybe if you're outside of 150 yards, you're hitting right of the flag or left of the flag. So here's my point, is that you spend way too much time worrying about the target and you're not spending enough time working on lines. What do I mean by lines? Lines are your pattern that you hit your golf shot. For example, when I practice, and there's a reason that you see me do certain things every single time I practice. The first thing I'm doing is I have the trainer down, the alignment ball position trainer. Now the reason I have that down here is because when I set up, obviously I'm getting my alignment, ball position, and stance width correct. However, I also know that when I hit this shot, this is a 5-iron here, I can come back and I can take a look and I can see, did that ball travel down my intended line? So what I'm doing is, when I practice, not only do I have the ball position, stance width, and alignment correct, I'm making sure that my pattern is correct. So the goal of this is to build a swing pattern. And this is my point, is that if I'm worried about the target, did that go at my target or not? And if you want to aim this at a target, that's fine. But for me, I think it's very important that you learn target from your line, not from I'm trying to hit the ball at target. Because let me ask you this question. If I hit that ball and it hooked and it went into the target, was it a good shot? And you're going to go, well, yeah, it went to the target, but it wasn't a good pattern. The next one, if you can't hook it the same way, you're not building the pattern of your swing. The other thing I want to mention about target is that target's on the ground and the pattern's in the air. So now you got this issue where you're trying to flight a golf ball, because good players talk about flight. Mo Norman talked about trajectories a lot. And it wasn't that he was trying to hit it high and low all the time. It was that he wanted to flight the ball in a certain way on a line. And then, for example, wind. Big problem here in Oklahoma that you play golf in is wind. I just played in really heavy winds out in Las Vegas as well. And you play in these heavy winds. Well, if I try to hit one at that target out there, and the ball is going to blow to the right. So again, my line is left of the flag and the wind's going to move it to the right. So to me, one of the most important things you can do is think about, does my golf swing produce the proper pattern on a consistent basis? So this has a lot to do with how you practice and how you build a swing. So if I'm hitting this 5-iron, all I'm thinking about really is making sure my ball positions and setup are great. And then when I hit the shot, I want to check, am I building this consistent pattern in my golf swing? And I love the idea of patterning, because here's the thing. It leads you to how you manage a golf course. Because the goal of practice, obviously, is to go play well. Now when I go to a golf course, I can select the line I want to hit the ball on. This golf course here, which you've seen me play on the channel many times, Oak Tree National Golf Club, this is not a course where you can take advantage of bombing it over corners. You can't take advantage of trying to be aggressive on this golf course. This is a course where you learn your lines. In other words, line to the left, bang your ball down the left, gives you the right angle into the green. So I want you to start rethinking the way you play golf, because I want you to think in terms of, what line do I want this ball to go down? What line do I want this ball to travel on to that green? And start working on your swing in a way that builds a pattern into it. The entire purpose of practice, when I'm practicing my swing, is to build such a good swing that when I hit shots, I can see the pattern. And I'm looking for the same consistent pattern in my ball striking. Now, I mean, my pattern is straight. I like to see the ball fly straight. So my goal is to hit as many straight shots as I can. And all I really care about is it predictable? For example, where I'm lined up here, and I don't even care if I'm lined up at a target or not, that doesn't matter to me. What matters is this golf swing, did that produce the right line? So here's my suggestion for you as I leave you today. And it doesn't matter what club you're hitting, whether it's a 5-iron, a driver, or anything in your bag. All I want you to do is take out maybe 3 or 4 balls, and I want you to put something on the ground. If you don't have one of my alignment trainers, put something on the ground. I want you to test yourself. I'm going to take 4 golf balls out here, and I'm going to do a quick test. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 5-iron, I'm going to set up, and I'm going to hit a shot. Okay, now I'm going to kind of predict that line there. That one went a little left of my intended line here. I don't care how far they go. I don't care if they're landing next to the target. All I care about is, are they ending up on my line? That one's pretty good. That one's a little better there, so that one's more on this line. So I'll come back, give it a quick check. All right, that one was pretty good. Final one here, and you should do these tests and just check how consistent is your golf swing at producing that one was hit the best, right on my line. That's how you should build your swing pattern. Don't worry about the target. Set something on the ground. Get very consistent here at address, and make sure that when you hit 4, 5, 6 shots in a row, that they're patterning on the line. Then when you go to the course, you just line your shot up and hit your line, and that's how you should play golf. Thanks for joining me. Click the bell icon, give me a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next video.